Hey guys, what is up? My name is Desecrator and I am joined by my friend. Do you want to say hello, Dinosaur?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
And Dinosaur's channel will be linked in the description for you guys to enjoy if you want to. Now, however, there is a serious topic that I was thinking of. I've been thinking of this for a while. I mentioned it to Dinosaur a couple of weeks ago. And by the way, happy birthday. You just had a very recent birthday. What did you actually get?
Thank you so much. What's up?
What did you get for your birthday? You guys leave some comments below. Leave some happy birthday comments. It's only fair. What'd you get for your birthday?
All right. Basically, what everyone's been talking about, GTA 5, Grand Theft Auto 5, and also $200.
That's actually very...
Yeah, I know.
That's a very good present, yeah. What are you going to spend? Do you know what you're going to spend the money on?
Not sure yet.
Yeah.
Really not sure. I have nothing to spend it on yet, but probably the RuneScape memberships.
Over time, I guess. Over time.
Yeah.
Alright, so basically the topic that we have is what you can read on your screen, or the title of the video, and on the thumbnail more than likely, depending on how I make it, is underrated aspects of RuneScape. Now, this is actually a pretty tough topic. We were just thinking of some ideas before we started recording the video, and once you put your mind to it, it's actually more in-depth than you think it is, being that RuneScape has been around for so long now, being almost the end of 2013. Depends when you guys started playing, but there is a lot of content to cover in that topic. So, do you want to begin with an aspect, or rather aspects, or something to do with RuneScape that you feel is underrated or underappreciated or something like that?
One thing is when, you have like a bunch of friends and you talk to them a little bit about what they like about the game and stuff.
Yep.
But they mostly complain about how boring it is. But there's still a lot of things to do in RuneScape, like quests. So if you ask them what quest points they have, what's their quest points, they're like, oh, it's this much. But it's nothing really. It's like you have time to do quests. And it's not just that. I was thinking about Castle Wars a little bit.
Yep.
Because, Castle Wars is a really fun mini game, and it's more of like an interactive thing with the community.
Yep.
So like if you're really bored of the game, you really don't want to do those quests, you can always do Castle Wars, or you can do, there's Clan Wars, there's a bunch of other things you can do. And also if you're just bored of any type of the game, like old school or, RuneScape 3, you have something to switch on. There's always something to do in RuneScape, which some people don't really, see.
Yeah, I know what you mean, and I sort of, almost every time that I'm playing for a decent length of time and I'm logged in, I'll almost always see somebody who's saying something like that, where they're pretty much like, hey, I don't know what to do, or, just basically asking about the game and stuff like that. There's so much to read. Obviously, there are RuneScape Wikipedia sites that you guys can go through if you want to learn more about the game in a sense, and obviously you have to play it to understand it. RuneScape's one of those games that's very in-depth. Suomi, ranked number 1, I just mentioned it earlier when I was talking to Dinosaur, he's still got things to do. He wants to go for that goal of 200 million experience in every skill. Well, he's got a long way to go with divination, and, one of the most famous players to ever log into a RuneScape account is Zezima, or Zezima, depending on how you guys are going to say it. Of course, there's always the controversy there, but he is another person who, for years, was on top in the game, and now look at him. There are so many people that are so far advanced past him because of the time that he took off from the game that he has so much to do, so much to catch up on. It doesn't mean that he's going to be competitive like he used to, but if he was to log in and say, hey, what am I going to do? There is so much for him to do. It'll feel like a whole brand new experience to him, and he can continue, from where he left off. Now, as far as what I thought would be a good topic to mention in this video about underrated aspects of RuneScape, I was thinking of music, because I myself included, I'm guilty as charged. I do, and I'm sure, do you do the same? Do you turn off your music and sounds and stuff when you play RuneScape?
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah,
totally.
I think most people do, because they're just like, I don't know, they just pretty much decide that they want to listen to something on their iTunes, or they just want to watch a YouTube video at the same time, which is fairly understandable because a lot of people play the game and multitask.
Yeah, and then you also, like, if you think about it a little bit, like how much time they probably put into those music, or, the sound effects and all that, and like probably 85% of the community doesn't even use it.
Yeah, I'd say, yeah, at least 85% is not using it, and it's not that we're saying to you guys, oh my god, you have to use it. It's not like we're sponsoring the people who make the music, but you have to, in a sense, respect the fact that there are orchestras out there who put together and collaborate, and they, there's so many instrumentals and sound effects towards the game that very much almost like a forgotten and lost art in a sense. And I was listening to some RuneScape soundtracks the other day, like the old school opening theme and the Harmony soundtrack and stuff like that. you know, in a sense, it's like reminiscing upon the times in when you first used to play, or at least for me anyway. Like, I think about like killing lumbridge cows and stuff like that, and listening to the dedicated music to that area, and the fact that they actually go out of their way to transition between music tracks when you're traveling around Gielinor. I find that it's really underrated and really, really cool, because it's like they sort of, do you know what I mean? Like, they have a mood for each setting, and I find that a lot of people don't appreciate it. That's why sometimes I try to, like, if I'm going to edit a video, I'll try to, you know, at least use a bit of RuneScape music, just because I really do respect the fact that a lot of the time goes into that sort of thing, and
there actually is some good music, I believe. So
yeah, there really is. Like, I could listen to some of it and happily just relax. Like, a lot of it is actually very, you know, like I said, relaxing, and you're able to appreciate the game. You gather your memories when you listen to it. At least for me, anyway, it's one of those things where you're definitely thinking back upon what, you know, once was and stuff like that. So RuneScape music for me, definitely underrated. And like you said as well, people that are in the game, and there's plenty of them, and I've done it myself, you know, again, guilty as charged, and I'm sure you have as well. We've probably thought, all of us who are listening to this video right now have thought at some point or another, you know, what am I going to do? Like, I've just logged into RuneScape, I put my bank pin in, now what am I going to do? I'm bored. Well, there's so many things to do. You've just got to analyze everything properly, look at your skills, look at your quests, you know.
I think, you know, there's one underrated aspect, I guess you can say, and that's like the friends chat, the clan chats, and the, you know, private messaging. Because if you use that, actually, you can actually talk to a lot of good people, and not just that, you can like form clans and stuff and do events, you know.
Yeah.
So like maybe you have an event this hour, and then you're like, oh, I'll take skilling this hour. Oh, then I'll maybe go bossing this hour.
Exactly.
You know, there's always ways to spread it, but I really think RuneScape is more of an MMORPG, meaning you have to involve other people.
Yep.
You know, it's kind of that kind of game.
Yeah, definitely. It is categorized as an MMORPG, and therefore it's a community-based game. Everyone that plays, they're not just playing in their own world, they're playing in a world that is shared. So I definitely agree there. I think people should really just interact with one another more. It's kind of boring, like when you're sitting there in a group of like 30 people and no one's bothering to say anything. It's like, at least say hello or what's up or something like that.
And also, like, you know, people are like bored of training skills or something. If you have a friend on your friends list who's training as well, you might as well say, hey, can I join you or something? Because then it would be more fun, or you can talk to him while you're there training as well. Like, you know,
exactly.
It just makes time go faster as well.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. Yeah, I think that it is very much a community-based game, and to keep it alive definitely is something that, you know, we all need to collaborate. You all need to be, you know, it's in a sense, there's a huge independence and individualization of your character, but at the same time there is that teamwork. There are a lot of things in game that can be done together. Pretty much everything can be done together, whether or not you're gaining experience that the other person is gaining. It could be different. For example, if you're both cutting a different tree, it doesn't matter, you're still together, you're still doing that together, and basically I think time goes faster as well. Have you noticed that? Like, when you're actually talking to someone in game, it goes faster, rather than if you're just sitting there, like, you know, fishing or something like that, and you're just absolutely doing nothing, saying nothing. It's just like really boring and monotonous. Whereas if you're actually having a conversation with somebody and interacting with another person, then you're able to see that the time goes faster. Therefore, it seems like the experience and the levels actually are a lot quicker and easier. Don't you reckon?
Yeah, because, like, you know, there's always that saying where you gotta have fun. Like, you gotta do as much as you can to have fun, and once you have fun, time goes fast.
Exactly.
So, you know, either if it's work, I know work isn't as fun, but you're doing something, you know, time really does go fast. You just have to, you know,
that's
try
true.
your best.
That's true. Definitely, and especially with work. I mean, I'm sure most people that have listened have worked in some form or another, whether it's, you know, doing house chores for your parents or whatever it is. You know, when you're actually...
Or Suomi skills.
Exactly, Suomi. What he does in RuneScape is literally like work. I'm not even kidding.
It is like work.
It is. Oh my god.
Just for no money.
Can you imagine how, like, buff his fingers are from all, like, keyboard and mouse work? He would have, like, large and in charge fingers. I don't even know how big they are. But, yeah, so you guys can interact with us, speaking of the interaction thing, and leave a comment. Obviously, you can say happy birthday to Dinosaur, and not just that, you can donate to it. No, I'm kidding. No, seriously. In all seriousness, you can leave a comment. Let us know what you think is an underrated aspect of RuneScape. This video went, because we're talking together, went faster than I thought it would, so it's already 10.5 minutes in, but I know, dude, it goes so quick. But that's just an example of it. You don't realize time flies when
I didn't even realize that either.
Exactly. So I'm almost gonna go to bed. You're gonna have lunch soon. You're like 10:30. You're like 10:38, right now?
Yeah, in the morning. Yep.
And I'm 1:30 a.m. So we're sort of both in the morning, but like at total opposite spectrums.
And you're on a new day, I believe. What are you, October 3rd?
Yeah, I'm October 3rd. I'm in the future.
Yeah, I'm 2nd.
Dude, this is like time travel. Anyway, so if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to smack the like button. Go check out Crew Dino's channel if you want to see some more RuneScape videos from a different video maker, other than myself, obviously. And basically, thank you all for watching. Make sure to leave a comment. I want to know, and Dino wants to know. We'll be reading through the comments, and you know, if we can get around to it and have the time, we'll reply to you guys if you have questions. Other than that, is there anything you want to say?
Nope. Hopefully everyone enjoyed this video, and as always, just leave a comment as to what you think. It's obviously a tough topic to talk about, so we can totally understand.
It is, yeah.
Everyone has opinions for this, so don't be shy. It's just a comment section. If anyone trolls you, don't worry about it.
Exactly, and that's right. Everyone's independent in the sense that they are entitled to their own opinions. So you guys leave a comment. It doesn't matter what your opinion is. I'm going to respect it. Dino's going to respect that, and hopefully everyone in the comment section does respect it, because everyone thinks differently. And ultimately, that's why, you know, life is so awesome, because we're all different and we all sort of just mesh in different ways. So, that being said, I'm going to edit this and then probably go sleep or possibly play GTA 5. I'm not lying. But still, and you will be soon too, seeing as you got it as a birthday present.
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll probably make videos again together on RuneScape real soon, sometime in the next week or so. Look out for it on my channel or on Dino's channel. And, au revoir.